What's up, guys? This week is going to be a super short video. I didn't really have any time to work on the bike. I was at the Hand-Built Motorcycle Show all day on Saturday, and I loved meeting some of you guys. Thanks for anybody who kind of came up and said hello. It was really cool to meet some of the subscribers in person. I know a lot of you guys weren't able to make it or ended up going at kind of different times. I unfortunately went on Saturday when the weather was the worst it could have been, so I didn't get to bring the Triumph out or anything like that. And I would have really liked to have shown you guys the bike in person. So I want to figure out some kind of car motorcycle show, something coming up in the next month or so, to have you guys meet me up there as a little bit more like, people actually tell me they're going to meet there at a certain time, and make sure that at least a couple of you guys are willing to come out, and I can either take the Triumph or maybe we'll time it to where the CB550 will be done and I can ride that and you guys can see the latest project. So today I wanted to put together a super short video on tires that came in, show you what I went with, and also the exhaust I chose because they both came in. So these are the tires I went with. I told you guys I was going to go with a knobbier tire for this build. These are pretty aggressive. They are Continental Twin Duros is what they're called. I went with a 120/90 18 for the back and a 110/80 19 for the front. So both a little bit wider and a little bit beefier, obviously, than what we have the factory tires. But still, a good sized tire for this bike. They're not overly huge, but they should be exactly the look I'm going for. At least that's what I'm hoping. I do need to get new tubes for them as well. I don't know why I didn't order them at the same time, but I need to do that. Then we're going to be pulling these off, painting the wheels black, then putting the new tires on. So that'll be a big improvement. These tires were rated for close to 50/50 on-road, off-road. Maybe like 60/40 off-road, which won't necessarily be the riding style I'm going to do, but for the look I wanted, they should still have decent road manners, but only time will tell. For the exhaust, I wanted to try something a little bit different than what I normally do. So normally I go with a 4-into-1, like one piece kind of unit from Mac or somebody like that. This time I went with this company. It's called Delcovic. Delvikic, something like that, where it's all stainless, mandrel bent, has the flanges built in, and it looks really, really good quality. So it has 4 individual runners that go down here to kind of a 4-into-1 collector that uses these little springs to hold everything in place. So the idea here is that I can individually wrap these. Here's what the little springs look like. So little rubber kind of isolators and then springs on each side. Did come with 4 copper gaskets, even though we already had some. So I plan on wrapping this exhaust in this titanium colored fiberglass heat wrap. This is the exact roll I used on my Triumph, and I'm really happy with the heat reduction on that. It doesn't burn my calf off like I thought it was going to. And then this stuff was pretty cheap on Amazon. I'll throw a link, it's as always in my Amazon link that's in the description. So each pipe being individual like this means I can really get a nice tight wrap all the way down towards the end. I'll kind of mark how far it goes into the collector. Wrap up to that point, put it in the collector, wrap the collector as well, and then just have the little tabs where the spring mounts. So the springs will be on the outside of the wrap, but everything else will be wrapped, and should be pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. I said pretty a lot right then. Let me show you what I did with the muffler. So here's a better look at the exhaust up close. Here's the stainless flanges that are built in, come with it, so we're not going to use the factory ones. Looks really, really good. Comes down here, goes into the collector like I said, then has these little eyelets or tabs, whatever you want to call them, for the springs to connect. So the springs will actually hold it on right there and right there. This is the collector. This will all be wrapped in that heat wrap as well. And then right here is our transition to the muffler I went with. So you eagle-eyed viewers will recognize that muffler from my bare metal tank CB550, the one I built right before the Triumph. That is from Dime City Cycles. It is their 12-inch universal muffler. I went through all of my CB550s in the past and looked at a couple other ones online, trying to figure out which one I liked the sound of better, and I actually liked my last CB550. I think sounded the best that I could find. So I totally intend on going down the same path. So I'm not going to wrap that. So the heat wrap will end right about here. And then the muffler will be shiny stainless, so should look pretty good. The color of that heat wrap should match pretty nicely with the tank and stuff, as you can see, and then we're not going to have this super bright, shiny stainless exhaust when the rest of the engine and everything is kind of, you know, let's be honest, a little bit on the dull side. So unfortunately, that is going to do it for this week's video. Again, I apologize that it was really short, but I didn't want to go without any video, so hopefully you don't mind this little interim video. We will be back to regularly scheduled programming next Monday. Tons more to do on the bike. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for keeping up with this series. Thanks again to everybody who came out to the Hand Built show and met me. We've had quite a few people, more people than ever, order shirts and stickers off of my website this month. So thank you guys very much. It all goes directly into the builds. Those of you who like the car content, I do have a full set of disc brakes and everything for the Camaro. I also have another car in the driveway that you guys haven't seen yet. So tons of car content coming as well, but we're going to keep our focus on the CB550 for now because I'm dying to ride this darn thing. Yeah, we'll see you guys next Monday.